Oh boy, Judgment Day has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. So we all knew this day was gonna come. We saw the listings for RID Legacy Sideburn. We saw the pre-tooling on Shadow Striker last year. We knew this was coming, and we finally have leaked images of it from Zipperman 29X on TFW, and I think somebody else who took a picture before him, like some eBay seller or something like that, because the background looks familiar, I think. So let me know in the comments who the other leaker was. But, let's look at these. I'll give you guys my thoughts on this as always. So it's already breaking the Transformers internet fandom. People are already dividing and arguing over this all over social media, I could see. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I don't think it looks that bad. I told you guys last year, and I've said this before with some of these RID remakes, like Toe Line, Shadow Striker, and now Sideburn. These seem to be more so Cybertronian versions, obviously. I mean, the car is more Cybertronian than it is an Earth mode Dodge Viper. I mean, that's very apparent. And Toe Line is much more so an armored Cybertronian tow truck, or maybe even a futuristic tow truck if you're a Unicron Trilogy fan. But it seems like people really just want the Earth modes, and they're not really going for these reimaginings or futuristic Earth modes or Cybertronian alt modes, whatever headcanon you want to make up for these new alternate modes for some of these RID remakes. My personal headcanon, and what I'm pretty sure one of the designers at Hasbro said, is that it's really supposed to be a Cybertronian version of the characters. So I'm treating it as that, and I'm not really looking for it to be a Dodge Viper or an Earth mode tow truck or whatever. So just looking at it from that aspect, I really don't hate it as much as some people do, because I know a lot of you guys out there were looking for an Earth mode Dodge Viper. But it's in reality, it's really just supposed to be a Cybertronian mode. But when you compare it to the cartoon model and the original toy, it's really missing the bumper on the shoulders. I really think they should have remolded that on here. I really do think he should have been more than just a repaint, because it feels like, I don't know, it just feels a little off. I don't think it's bad. I know a lot of people out there are thinking this thing looks absolutely horrific. I own the original Sideburn, and of course I think the original is better, but I do not think this is a bad figure at all, especially if you want a Cybertronian version of the character. And I think I'm going to get this for a Cybertronian version of Sideburn, because I already have the original Dodge Viper, and this would just be cool to have, do some photography or stop motions of him arriving on Earth, scanning the Dodge Viper. I think that's a cool idea when you're an artist and a creative, somebody like me within the Transformers community who does stop motions and photography. Looking at it from that aspect, that is pretty cool, having a Cybertronian Sideburn. But the way they did the colors, it kind of does highlight the proportional issues with the mold. The shoulders being so far back from the body, the arms being a little bit shorter than they should be, the shoulders being so small in general, and them being a little lower than they should be from the neck and the head. But other than that, I do think it looks decent. I probably will be getting this at some point. I'm really in no rush to get it, since I already have the original. But again, looking at it from the aspect of it being a Cybertronian version of Sideburn, and having the option of, doing shots of him arriving on Earth, scanning the Dodge Viper, or stop motions, whatever, I just think that's a cool idea to think about and play with. But the gun, I think, should have been silver. That definitely should have been painted silver. I don't know why that thing is white. That just doesn't look too good to me. But it doesn't look bad still. Yeah, I think it looks decent. I'm not one to totally bash on it. I think the head sculpt looks really, really good. And it gives me faith for a more faithful Sideburn one day that's an actual Dodge Viper, because that head sculpt is super crisp and super accurate to the anime. The head sculpt, in my opinion, looks better than the original. Like, the original was a bit more stylized, and I don't know, I really don't hear this too often, but the head sculpt for the original Sideburn looked a bit more movie-like to me for some reason. It didn't really look too much like an animation model head sculpt. You know, I don't know, just something about it. I really don't know how to explain it, but I think this head sculpt actually looks a bit more crisper and a bit more accurate than the original from the figure in terms of accuracy with the animation model. So, yeah, I think it's decent. I probably will be getting this at some point one day. I mean, again, I'm gonna be in no rush to get this because I already have the original. I already have Shadow Striker, so if anything, I just sort of be triple dipping in this whole body frame and structural body for a Transformer here. So, you know, again, it's a Cybertronian mode. I'm really not looking for Dodge Viper accuracy here, but there is one thing that is sort of pissing me off about this is the pathetic flame decals. It looks like it's just on the side of the car. There may be some flames on the hood, as there should be, but from this image, you really can't tell at all. So it just looks like these little flames on the doors, and you can barely even tell they're there because there's no outlining on them like the original figure and animation model had. So it just looks tacked on, it looks cheap, and it just looks weird to me. At least they still added the flames, yeah, but it just doesn't look as cool as it's supposed to. It just looks super cheap and tacked on to me. I just don't like it. But yeah, that's pretty much my only complaint with the vehicle mode. And of course, my complaint with the robot mode is no bumper on the shoulders, and the colors sort of highlight a bit more so the proportional issues with the arms and the shoulders. And of course, the gun being white instead of silver, or to a more drastic extent, it really should be chromed out, but I'll digress. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below. What do y'all think about this Legacy Sideburn figure? Do you love it? Do you hate it? All my social medias are linked down below. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. My email is also down below if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, or if you want to message me about whatever. Or if you want to subscribe to my new Patreon, that is also linked down below. It's got tons of exclusive content that you won't see on any of my social media accounts or on YouTube, such as exclusive stop motions, Transformers photography, sneak peeks at projects such as my stop motion films, dioramas, music snippets, exclusive full tracks that I won't be dropping on YouTube, or that you won't see on YouTube for a while. You guys get access 1 week before everybody else here on YouTube of my stop motion films. You guys get Discord access and probably a couple other things I'm forgetting. But yeah, link down below if you want to help support me and help support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!